Is that what we're doing? Is that the new intro? We gotta come up with something sometime. Eventually. We'll have something properly done and ready as an actual intro. But that being said, what's up? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 11 of the Getsuga Talk Show. It's me and my buddy Andrew today. We don't have a million people on screen, so that's nice.
A little bit nicer, a little bit easier to tell what the hell we're all talking about.
A little less crowded, too. You know, it was...
Populated.
Yeah, it was very crowded the other night. I had fun, though. Honestly, I'd be down to do stuff like that again. It was just super crowded.
Yeah, and couldn't quite hear myself think most of the podcast.
Well, we always had, like, side conversations and things like that going on.
And there was a baby.
There was a baby.
There was indeed a baby.
And we had Tracy and Brandon. I still call her that, though. I think it's hilarious. And then, like, he forgot about it, like, 5 minutes in and fucked up. It's pretty great. Anyways.
Alright. So, my dear friend.
Nice. You always forget to turn down your phone. It's okay. It's okay. We're here. It's alive.
So, my dear friend, what is the fabulous subject we are talking about today?
Well, I got you to watch a show recently, and then we've been watching some other stuff, so we're going to kind of talk about all that.
Okay.
So, I got you to watch I want to say it was a 2016 or 2017. Let me check to confirm this while I have a second. Yeah. But I got him to watch Made in Abyss. It was either the 2016 or 2017 Anime of the Year. And you sounded like you liked it. You made it seem like you liked it. Let's hear your thoughts on it, man.
It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this anime. I honestly can't wait to try reading like the light novel or the manga.
Whatever it is. I believe it's a light novel. Don't quote me on that. 2017. It was the Anime of the Year last year. Or I guess 2 years ago now. Yeah, this is our first podcast of 2019, man.
Woo! Hope y'all had a wonderful New Year's and Christmas. If not,
we had a fun time.
Don't tell us. We don't want to hear bad stories this year.
New Year's was fun. I don't know. We had a good time. But
indeed.
Anyway, we watched Made in Abyss. Or I've watched it already.
Yeah.
I had him watch it. I watched the first couple episodes with him, and then I let him finish it up last night. And I told him, like, going in, like, I didn't really know how to describe it because it's a hard to describe show. It really
is.
It fits a lot of genres. It's fantasy. Yeah. It's a little bit of horror. It's definitely supernatural. You know, it's like it's a little bit of everything. And it's really hard to explain to people too, because you see the first couple characters and you're like, oh, is this show all gonna be like chibi? Like, is that what this is? Which it isn't.
No,
it's just kind of the art style that they used, but it wasn't really chibi for sure. And then I don't know. It's like it's hard to like show you the first few episodes and be like, hey man, just so you know, this is gonna get pretty dark. Fair warning. And then you're like, yeah, whatever, okay. And then you meet Ozen and you're like, oh, okay, so she's a crazy psycho bitch. She's evil and dark. She's not evil. She's just crazy. I don't know. This is where it gets dark. And I was like, no, bro. This isn't even the start of the darkness. Like, this is like tip of the iceberg of what you're about to walk into. So let's go ahead and break down your thoughts. Where do you lie on this?
As of right now, I'd say this story is like the epitome of what I think would happen to most people if they went on an adventure unprepared.
I don't think they'd go that far, though.
Oh, no.
I think they probably would have died in the first couple of layers.
Oh, easily.
If not even the first layer.
Yeah, no. I mean, shit, the freaking corpse weepers, those things were terrifying. And
a lot of the creatures in the show are horrifying.
And what was that? That wasn't even level 2 yet.
Yeah, that was the first layer.
That was within the first layer. It's like, god damn. Those things are terrifying. Oh my god. Needless to say, they mimic the voice of what they're eating to lure in more of that thing to eat.
Horrifying.
Yeah.
But again, this isn't anymore the show gets dark. So let's just kind of break it down a bit. So what did you enjoy about the show? What really drew you into it? Because you seem like you liked it. So let's what did you like about it?
I enjoyed the fact that there was a place that nobody had really explored to its fullest extent yet. Yeah. There was still a place that was untouched by humankind. They hadn't made it all the way to the bottom yet.
Yeah.
Like, there was still a place for people to have an adventure. There was still a place for those who wished for an adventure to go. and that it was such a fantastical place. True, like any place that you go to adventure, it was full of danger and creatures that will eat you and kill you in horrible ways. Horrible ways.
Yeah.
But at the same time, and then the rich lore, the fact that everything they find in this place seems to be so stupidly technologically advanced, yet it's from thousands upon thousands of years ago.
Which, super cool, but that was one of my big questions. I think I talked to you about this when they were in the third layer. Yeah, the third layer with the giant fucking cavern just all the way straight down. I was just like, how the fuck did a boat end up in this thing?
Oh, yeah.
I'm so, like, I want to know how some of this worked. Because, like, they're talking about the windmills that were there and how those were, like, technologically advanced, but it wasn't really that complicated of a thought process. They used the updraft.
But at the same time, they had stopped working, like, 2,500 years before.
Yeah.
And you're just like, holy shit, how old is this thing?
Yeah, and it just makes you curious. Like, I would love to learn more about it. You know?
Yeah.
I would love to, like, figure out what happened or what the Abyss is really about, which is why I want... From what I understand, they're supposed to be making a second season, from what I understand, but I haven't heard anything confirmed. But it's only been a year, really, since it's been out. So there's a little bit of time. You know, sometimes it takes 2-3 years for shit to get adapted.
Or approved.
Yeah. But that being said, like, it just seems like a really cool fucking world. Going off what you're talking about, like, just the adventure aspect, man.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
There's so much unexplored stuff out there, and there's all these cool gadgets and gizmos you can find underneath that do random things, like...
It very much reminds me of the real-life aspect that, there's amazing shit out in the world for you to find. The thing is, you have to take the risk to go get it.
Yeah. But it's not quite like that in the real world, though.
Not quite to that extreme.
Like, being honest, like, most of our world has been explored. The only thing we haven't really done is, like, the very, very bottom depths of the ocean and the very, very bottom of every cave. But, honestly, we've done pretty well. But in this, like, there's, like... This isn't, just the bottom of a cave. This is a massive fucking hole.
Oh, my God.
Massive.
What did they say? It's like, we're at 6,500 meters down.
And they're still going.
And they're still not even
they're like
there.
They're at the bottom, like, the third layer at that point, or the fourth layer.
Well, they're at the bottom of the third, starting the fourth, and you're like, we're only at 6,500 meters down. It's like, mother of God.
And there's at least 3 or 4 more layers, and you're like, Jesus Christ. Like,
there's 3 more layers before they're as deep as they've ever been.
Yeah, which is wild. Like, that's super adventurous and sounds fun, but I'm going to be honest, I don't think I could be a cave raider, because you can never come back up, and that's like a crazy thought process.
Well, that's the thing. We've seen a couple of them, even the black whistles have been able to go down to like the fourth layer.
And then white whistles can go to the 5th and lower, but if they go below the 6th, they haven't come back. That's called their last dive if they go below the 5th layer.
Yeah, because no one has ever managed to come back from it. The cost...
Because you die or lose your humanity and become a hollow.
We saw the cost. Holy shit, that's a high-ass cost.
So, let's kind of break it down like we were shows in the past, right?
All
Character development. I think it was definitely there.
Easily a 9
Yeah,
out of
like
10.
Just starting from the beginning, like, yes, the characters didn't age a million years and get stronger, but like you could see the development of their thought processes and stuff. And then during the whole Ozen arc, when they met Ozen, there's that whole time where they're like trying to learn to be better at what they're actually good at, and like you see them improving and being more like resourceful and things like that,
and realizing that there's no way in hell they're ever going to make it to the bottom if they don't work together.
Yeah, and it's impressive. Like, it wasn't like this adventure of like, we'll always find a way. They're just smart and resourceful, and like they taught you that from the beginning. Like, you have to be smart and resourceful. You can't just get by out of pure luck, you know? I won't lie, some of the stuff they've gotten through has been luck, but it's been mostly them being smart and resourceful, which I respect the shit out of. And then...
Seriously, though, there's been no level of bullshit they've had to deal with from the freaking first time that the two main characters meet each other to the time where they're at where they're
like, even
now.
just looking at Reg, like, Reg's learning more about himself, like, every day.
And his memories are starting to come back?
Kind of. I'm still really excited to figure out what's going on.
Same here.
I love this show.
What's going on, though?
Yeah. This show, like... I hate but love the cliffhanger, because the cliffhanger like was just the perfect spot where you're like, okay, I'm ready for season 2, but at the same time you're like, give me more answers. But it's fine because it makes you want to get more, and that's like, unfortunately, I feel like that's the world of anime we're in right now. Is like, oh, we'll leave them with cliffhangers so we can sell more stuff, you know, which I understand, but it's kind of shitty at the same time.
From a business person's standpoint, it's a wonderful idea. From a storyteller's standpoint, it's a shit idea.
And from the consumer's idea, it's a shit idea. You're like, fuck, man.
Unfortunately, the people who pay to actually have it produced control how it releases. Yeah. Usually.
Unfortunately. But yeah, I think all the characters that we've seen so far have had some level of character development. Even Ozen, we saw her change.
Oh my gosh.
Over the span of 3 days, or 3 episodes, I guess, we saw her change slightly, you know what I mean? And her character was very upfront with how they presented her, and she stuck to that trope, you know what I mean? And then she opened up. She doesn't like lying, she doesn't like deceiving people, so she was very upfront about everything.
Yeah, she was definitely the no
Hell, we even saw a character development from her mom. Because we got to see the time frame and all that shit of when her mom was becoming a white
and
whistle.
We also understood how fucking old Ozen really is and why she's such a cynical old
She's a
woman.
fucking savage, bro. God. That's who Ozen is a fucking savage.
She's been a well-known adventurer, cave diver for 50 years when we meet her.
She's 100 years old.
She's easily 100-something years old.
But she's a fucking giant with the strength of a mammoth.
She's fucking meters tall.
She's huge.
And she takes hits like a god and just flick.
She's pretty fucking beefy,
bro. She flicked the main character in the forehead and gave her a goddamn concussion. Flicked. Not slapped, no. Flicked.
Can that be a superpower? Just bitch?
Bitch flicking people?
Yeah, that'd be great. So, let's give it a number. Where are you rating it?
Easily, this is probably one of my all-time favorite anime.
But we're talking about character development. We're breaking down our subjects right
Character development, I'd easily give an 8.6.
8.6? I was going to give it like a 8.5, so that's a good medium for us. 8.5, 8.6, I'm cool with that. One of these days, when this podcast gets better and we do YouTube videos, I'll probably go through and edit, and I'll be like, bing, bing, and we'll have numbers that are you know what I mean? One of these days. But that's
a shit ton of effort and a good distance
down
the road.
A lot of effort. Maybe someday. All right, after character development, music. I fucking love the music.
The music is
it fit the environment so well, and it really did build every scene, and every time something was happening, the music added to it. It didn't take away from it.
Yeah.
And goddamn was it good.
Especially, what was that, episode 1 or 2, where she takes him to the top
of the rim. That was episode 1, yeah.
That was episode 1. Takes him to the top of the rim of, it literally looks like a volcano.
Yeah, that is one of the most iconic music scenes of 2017. People talk about that all the time, and you'll see it a lot. If you ever watch a lot of AniTuber videos or anything, it is iconic because it was so good. But the first time I heard that, I literally got chills, and I was like, ooh, goosebumps, you know?
But there's a reason that everybody talks about that one scene when the sun comes up over the brim of, literally, it looks like a giant caldera with a pit that never ends. But
this is the pit that never ends.
Oh, dear God, please, no.
I won't do it.
There's a reason that everybody and their mother talks about it. It is a gorgeous, well choreographed scene, beautifully well drawn, and the music does wonders for it. It just does it.
I gotcha. Makes sense. It is fucking awesome. I'm gonna give the music a 10 because this is probably my favorite music of 2017 in a soundtrack. It was awesome, and I loved every second of it.
I would easily buy that for my personal iPod/MP3 player.
My thing, I love anime music, but I just don't know when I'd listen to it.
All the time?
I'm not like that. I can listen to lo-fi all the time, but I feel like when I listen to that music, it puts emotions in me. Does that make sense? So, you've watched Anohana, right? So you know the song from Anohana. Every time that comes on, you're just kind of you're sad a little bit on the inside, you know? So, I think I've associated too much to the music to be listening to anime OSTs, especially the Your Lie in April soundtrack.
Oh,
I can't listen to it.
No, you will emotionally fuck people.
Yeah, I just can't listen to it because every time I listen to it, I'm depressed. This is terrible. Can we stop? It's horrible. But this, I don't know what emotion to associate this with other than fucking horror. So let's just take a second to break away from my ratings real quick. Can we talk about the last 3 episodes when fucking oh god, what's the main character's name? I'm skipping. Oh. My mind is playing. It's Reg and
Rico.
When Rico gets fucking dragged up by Reg and then she starts getting fucking sick from the abyss and starts dying, bleeding out of her eyes and shit and her arms shattered. And she, you know what she does? She tries to fucking deal with it while Reg cuts off her arm because she's poisoned.
Rusty ass knife too. Just
holy shit, bro!
And you hear it. You hear the skin tearing. And the blade is just ripping it, not cutting it, ripping her skin open.
So I didn't cry at all during these last episodes, but like that was one of those times where I was like, "Oh my god. Oh, holy shit! What am I? Oh my god! Like, what the fuck?" It is just one of those, like, probably. You know what I gotta say about that? That was metal as fuck. But for real, like, that was probably one of the most savage moments in anime in like a solid couple years. I don't give a fuck like how badass Deku continually breaking his fingers is. It doesn't merit the same response that Riko allowing herself to let her arm get cut off does. And then Reg sitting there fucking crying his eyes out because it's horrible. Like,
it's like, shit, I just broke my best friend's arm so that I could cut it off without causing her to bleed out.
Oh, fuck, man.
It's like, oh,
that scene is gnarly as fuck. And then you have a fucking... It's not even assisted suicide because the creature doesn't have any say in it, but like a pity killing.
Yeah, basically because...
of Nanachi's friend, and that's fucking horrible. And there's just like that sad, horrible fucking moment outside, and you're like, oh my god. Oh, Nanachi. You just want Nanachi to be happy. That's all you want in this fucking horrible, sad life she's fucking had.
Kidnapped as a child, basically, with her best friend, and basically forced to go through human experimentation as a kid.
It is rough.
God. That's within the last 4 episodes. We had freaking child being mauled by freaking monster. We had arm nearly being cut off with a rusty fucking knife. We had
human experimentation
on children.
Yep.
To top it off. Oh yeah, and then we had mercy killing of said child because they're not even human anymore. They were literally locked in a...
They became what's called hollows, yeah.
Got locked in a formless mass, while the other one got turned into some sort of animal-like creature.
A hollow, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, on top of the fact, gangly-ass scar, mutilated arm, doesn't quite have full control over her fingers anymore. It's like, she sort of can move her thumb now?
I'm pretty sure her arm gets better? But like...
Mental scarring, the fuck?
Holy shit, bro. I told you going in, like, the first, 8 or 9 episodes are good, but they're not, that great. But, the last 4 to 5, that shit is memorable. I still remember those scenes to this day. Because, I watched this when it first came out, and, fuck, bro. Holy shit, bro. Holy shit.
Fuck.
So...
It's like, I thought... Oh, okay, to be fair to the audience, I thought Ozen, the woman that ultimately ends up training these 2 children to make it to the bottom of the abyss, I thought she was dark as fuck. I thought she was evil when I first met her. No, she's actually pretty nice. She just doesn't bullshit people at all. I thought she was dark. No, these last 3, I'll give the 4 episodes, dark as fuck. Prepare yourself.
So just for your reference, it was #1 last year, not of all time, but it was the #1 anime that was released last year, and it is still sitting at 19th overall, with an 8.89 on my anime list.
Holy shit.
Understandably,
For the overall rating, is it 8.89?
Yeah.
Damn!
The highest rated of all time is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood with 9.24, which is 11 points ahead of the next thing, so it makes sense.
It's sitting well above at the top of the pile.
Yeah. But everything else is pretty fucking close, all the way down to 19. And then right after that, you have Your Lie in April, so number 20.
Damn.
Yeah.
So,
okay, so we got characters out of the way. We got music out of the way. What else do we got?
Usually
plot. The plot's fucking cool. It's a really cool idea, and we're really curious. You want to learn more about her mom, why her mom sent up that letter, who wrote the letter, because it wasn't her mom.
At the same time, the plot isn't exactly what I would call necessarily original.
Yeah, but it's a well executed, simple plot.
It's got enough of a twist to make it somewhat original.
Yeah,
and it's definitely a mystery. You want to know where the fuck Reg is from. You want to know how he even exists. You want to know where the hell is Liza. Who's this?
You want to know if she's alive.
You want to know if she's dead, if she's alive, if
And we want to learn more about Riko. Definitely. Because she was fucking born and then reborn.
Was born, stillborn.
Yeah, and then brought back to life by an artifact. Does that change how she is? You know, all these kinds of things. Yeah. And, like, is there going to be a point when she's in the abyss where she doesn't have to wear her glasses all the time anymore? You know what I mean? No. Like, all these questions you have. And, like, I think the plot is good enough that it's keeping me super involved. I think it's not super memorable, but it is also very good.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a solid 8. It's not like a 9 or a 10 where it's like fucking original, amazing perfection, but it's a great, solid plot that keeps me interested, and that's all I care about.
It's like, it's not a Hayao Miyazaki film.
Yeah. It's not Spirited Away, okay?
No. But it's still amazing film.
Yeah. Well, so, plot, where are we putting it? What do you got? You got any more comments?
For plot, I definitely give it an 8. A solid 8, if not maybe an 8.5 for plot.
Okay.
Because it's not, like you said, it's not, like I said as well, it's not original, but it does have enough of a twist to keep you interested, and it's still a good damn story.
Yeah. I don't think a plot has to be original to be good, you know? And I think, like, an average 5 plot can become an 8, like this is, if it's well executed enough and keeps you involved enough, which it has. Like, this is one of my shows that I've been waiting to see if there's going to be a second season. I'm pretty sure I heard something. I'll look something up after this to see if we can find anything out about it. You know what? Why don't I do it now? Because this is like a somewhat informative podcast, kind of. We try to inform people sometimes of stuff.
We attempt.
We may not be the best source, but we try. So they released a they're releasing a movie. That is the sequel.
Oh, shit.
Ooh. There is no information on it yet on my anime list.
Rating R 17 plus. Yeah, I understand.
A lot of violence.
I'd understand.
Imagine a child watching that shit.
Oh, fuck no. This is something I'd never show a child.
Oh, this is like a relatively new announcement.
Huh. Oh, wait. It's about that dark-ass white whistle dude.
Uh-huh. It's about Nanachi's backstory.
Yeah.
Which I am excited to learn about.
Holy shit. That guy's a real piece of work. Wait, is that a... Oh, wait, no, that's somebody's profile pic. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see if there's any information on when it comes out. Yeah, so this is a story about Subarashi, who's the guy who fucking turned Nanachi into what Nanachi currently is. But isn't one of the things with Nanachi she's like immune to the abyss sickness now?
She's mostly immune to the abyss sickness. She still gets mild effects, but nothing like everybody else.
She's not going to bleed like fucking Riko and die.
Yeah, no, she's going to get sick a little bit, maybe throw up.
Yeah. So there's going to be a movie at some point. If anybody's watched this or wants to watch it at some point, there is a follow-up movie coming out, but we haven't learned any information about it yet. So hopefully we get some news. If I hear anything, I'll be sure to tell you guys because I'm fucking stoked for it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Easily, probably within my top 20 anime I've watched.
Yeah. It's really hard to get people onto this. It really is. Because like I said, they look at it and they're like, it's fucking cheapy. You know? And like the first couple episodes aren't a true testament to what you're getting into.
No, it is not. It's not even close.
Yeah, like...
The first 2 episodes, if you can make it through there, the adventure begins and things get serious real fucking quick.
Very quick. But, yeah, I don't know. Do you have anything more you want to talk about Made in Abyss? It's a cool system, the whistles, all that. I don't know. There's still a lot of questions, but there's only so much we can answer because we only have so many answers.
Dude, the art.
The art's amazing. It really is. It is a phenomenally well put together show. I think, kind of circling back, I finally watched Grimgar. Let's kind of sideball for a second. I finally watched Grimgar. We talked about this on stream, 2 weeks ago when we did the Isekai World?
About 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
2 weeks ago. And I never watched it, so I went through and watched it. And, I told you, I thought this show was super predictable.
Yeah.
Everything that happened, I was like, oh, this is what's going to happen next. Of course, it happened next. But it was well executed. It was enjoyable. It was a fun show. That show was fucking beautiful. All the background in that show, because it was all watercolor and stuff, I fucking love that visual. It is so good. And that was such a fun isekai. So, any show with, really good visuals and just, a well-executed plot, I'm in. I don't care. It could be fucking shit fest, but I'd probably still watch it just because it's fun to watch. Like Noragami, the first season, fucking beautiful. Horrible show, but it was beautiful. People love Noragami, and I don't know why. The first season made no sense because only the first 3 episodes of the first season of Noragami
actually really have a story.
Yeah, because the rest of it is just complete shit that they made up. None of that happened in the manga, because I read the manga. And I was really upset when I watched the anime. But then they came back on the second season and, like, skipped an arc, but then they went back into an arc that, like, was real, and they actually did some real stuff. So I was okay with that, but any show that's just good look. Have you watched Guilty Crown?
Yes, I have.
Guilty Crown's fucking beautiful. Horrible show. Beautiful. But, like, honestly, the story makes, like, goddamn near no sense.
Oh, yeah, no.
Horrible, but it's beautiful, so I watched it.
I haven't read the books. It might make more sense.
I don't think so. That story was so fucking misconstrued.
But the anime did not make a whole bunch of sense.
I loved watching it. Like I said, it was beautiful. It just... horrible story. At least in my opinion. No, everything that I say on this show is my opinion. It got rated a 7.71, which isn't terrible. It's not super high, but it's not super low either. But, like... I don't even know, man. I feel like they were just trying to do too much.
I thought it was a cool aspect. I thought the show had a very cool aspect. But I also didn't exactly know what to do with the show either. Yeah. It was sort of, well, interesting.
It was definitely interesting. I just don't understand what the fuck was going on. It was just like... It was beautiful. It was a fun watch. It was just the story, like I was into it until like the last 3 episodes, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Nothing made sense anymore. He pulled out, like, his own weapon, and it's just like, what is happening? I quit. I gave up with it. Anyways, Grimgar was fun, though. Just, like, a quick breakdown of that. We've already talked about it a little bit. I don't want to, like, go too far into it. Ooh, this looks interesting. Sorry, I know. Sorry. January 6th. It starts today. Interesting. What is this? I'll have to read about it in 2 seconds. Grimgar. Super cool approach to the world. I don't think realistic is probably the accurate term, but I think, like, more mundane things occur, right? Because they have to, like, do the small things, like keeping up their clothes and things like that. And
I wouldn't exactly call it realistic either. I'd say more... How do you even put it? I wouldn't even say mundane, because...
Well, I'm just saying more mundane things happen, right? They have to do things like, oh, we have to patch our clothes. We have to make sure we're doing X, Y, and Z, you know, like...
I have to make sure we have enough money for
this
food.
Isn't like a high fantasy world where we can just go out and kill everything. Like, they're actually struggling because they don't know how to actually fight. They have to learn and gain experience and learn how things work.
They're everyday humans. From what I can tell, got grabbed out of their freaking houses and off the street and... teleported to another world.
Yeah, I have no idea what's happening.
On top of the fact, all memories of their previous experiences to coming to this world, completely gone. Like, they have all these references, words and stuff that they think that they should know what the hell they are, but that's not...
It's definitely an interesting concept.
Yeah.
Like, I was super down for it. I enjoyed it. I just want to talk about how beautiful that shit was. The background art and shit, I think you were the one who told me that they'll never get a second season because the people who did all of their backgrounds, they went out of business.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're the one who passed that along to me. But yeah, we're never going to get a second season as far as I know, which is kind of unfortunate. I enjoyed it. Like I said, super, like, I don't know, you knew what was going to happen. It wasn't like, oh, wow.
But also, you can also figure out what happens after that part in the story if you read the novellas.
Yeah.
Which is actually nice. You can still continue the story.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know that there's got to be more to that. They're eventually going to figure something out that's going to bust open their memories or something else that's going to make the world more interesting to read about.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that it isn't predictable. Hell, it sounds really freaking predictable even when you just talk about it.
Yeah.
But that might also make it a very interesting story all on its own. But, yeah, back to Made in Abyss.
I think we've kind of said all we had to say about it at this point.
We've talked about the art. We've talked about the
stories, the plot. There's nothing we can talk about that's like hype factor, because this isn't a hype factor style show.
No, it really isn't.
So,
on top of the fact that we can't say too terrible much or we'll give away the whole story.
I feel like we gave up a fair amount, but it's okay.
I don't care. Amount, but
I feel like if you've gotten to episode 11 of our podcast, you know we just say shit that happens, okay? It's just how it is here. It's just what we do. Okay, so I kind of want to sideball. We've got one more show that we've been watching somewhat recently. The rest of the season's pretty much wrapped up. We talked about that last week with everybody here. I got you to start watching Wodokoi. Love is hard for an otaku. He hasn't finished it yet. I finished it all in one night. We watched the first 2 episodes together, and then we kind of like we don't hang out every day. We get together on the weekends, but I binge watched it in one night, and holy shit, I loved it. It was so much fucking fun. So I love comedy, and I'm down for like a good romance story, right? I don't need a romance that is 1 in a million, or not 1 in a million. Like, what's the best way to put it? What is the term when like it's one of the same of like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many of them out there. You know what I mean? It's not 1 in a million. There's something somewhere. That's another numbers phrase. Either way, there's 1,000 of these, right? You can find 1,000 of the shows where it's like, oh, they're in high school, they love each other, but they'll never admit their feelings to each other. And then at the last episode, I love you. Oh my god, I loved you too. Like, I'm tired of that, okay? There are some okay shows out there, but then there's some that just like continue to add to a harem to just get you to be like, ooh, who's going to be winning? Who's going to be best girl? Who's going to get him in the end?
Which,
and like,
if you really read up to that point, it should be pretty simple to figure it out.
That's not true, though. Oh, if you watch, what was the one I watched recently? Nisekoi. Have you watched Nisekoi?
I've watched some of it.
The dude with the locket and they all have keys or whatever. Like, you like, oh, it's going to be the fucking friend whose key it clearly is the whole time, but they never like, let's just try it. She doesn't win at the end. Bullshit. They don't show that in the anime. It's like, oh, you have to read the manga to find out who actually wins. But like,
pretty sure it's the blonde-haired chick.
Yeah, it's the chick that he's like fake dating. She ends up winning because he actually falls for her at some point.
Yeah. And
then she goes off to do fashion, and he ends up being like the mob boss of his mob family and shit. And like, it's just, I don't know. I was just disappointed because like at the very like 2 episodes or 2 chapters of the very end, the best friend from his childhood or whatever, like actually like they put in the key and it's like, oh my god, it was you all along. And she admits his feelings for her, or she admits her feelings for him. But then she's like, I know it's too late already, blah, 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 blah. And then he's in love with the blonde-haired chick. And it's like, bitch, the fuck is this garbage, okay? Garbage. Tired of it. All right, my 2 favorite romance animes of all time, Sore Children and this now, because this shit was great, okay? They never have a moment where they're like, I love you. But it's very clear that they like each other.
Oh, yeah.
They're dating after, like, what, the first or second episode? First episode, right?
First episode's...
Yeah, the very end.
The very end.
Yeah, the very end of the first episode. The main characters are dating. And this is, like, honestly, if 2 nerds that you know who are, like, major nerds like me, okay, if they were to meet and date, this is probably what our life would be like, okay? The show, some people have, like, classified it as, like, oh, if the stereotypical teenage characters were just adults in an anime. No. This was like they were dealing with adult shit and doing adult things. Like, I enjoyed this show. It was so much fucking fun. Every episode was hilarious. You're only, what, 4 or 5 in now?
6 now, I think.
5 or 6?
Yeah.
Show's fucking hilarious. Like, every episode I'm laughing my ass off. And yes, a lot of it's very exacerbated and, like, not realistic, which I don't care about, but it's fucking hilarious.
It really is.
And it's just a fun romance anime. And honestly, the best couple isn't even the main couple. It's the fucking side characters. Kabakura and, I know her first name, but I can't remember her fucking last name. Hold on. But those 2 are the best fucking couple. Koyanagi.
Nana and the other dude. I forget.
Her name's not Nana. It's
That's her.
It's Hanako.
Hanako? Yeah.
Yeah. Koyanagi. That was her name. Kabakura and Koyanagi are the best couple because that's a real couple. Okay, that is the couple. Think for 2 seconds. In our group of friends, we have 3 couples. Mm-hmm. Okay. Out of our group of friends, Koyanagi and Kabakura are 2 of them.
Chris and Kavada.
And Brandon and Janae. They hate each other when they're near each other. I'm just saying, no offense, love you guys. But, they for real, think about it. They always argue. Chris and Kavada always argue. But then, like, 10 minutes later, I love you. And you're like, bitch, what? But that's a real couple, though. Like, honestly, like, I'm clearly not in a relationship now, but a lot of my relationships that I've been in, there's always that time that you run into where, like, I don't know, you hate each other, but you actually love each other. Like, the hate is really just love. They call each other fucking ugly hag and sick bastard and all this type of shit, but they mean it with love, okay? Which is sadly, like, one of the truest things about, like, being in a relationship. Yeah. Because, honestly, like, your significant other is just your best friend who talks shit to you just as much. If you can't fuck around with your best friend / girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, then you're not really happy together. I'm sorry. If you can't just sit there and bash on each other once in a while, it's just not the same.
Yeah, except do you really think it's healthy to bash on each other as much as those two?
Okay, not as much as them. It's clearly an exaggeration, okay? Let's be honest. But they're fucking great, and I love them.
On top of the fact, his pastime, oh my god.
I love that you think it's so funny. So, for anybody uninitiated with the show, there's 4 main characters. Each one of them is an otaku, being the name. Love is hard for an otaku. But they're all otakus in their own right. The main girl, she is a yaoi / manga anime otaku. She loves watching people and males get close and real sexy with each other. They're into that, right? That's what she's super into.
She's super into that.
The main guy, Nifuji or Hirotaka, he's
super gamer.
Biggest nerd gamer you'll ever meet in your entire life, and the biggest deadpan character I think I've seen in a year.
I've never seen somebody keep such a straight face with some of the shit he said.
He is the king deadpan of all deadpan, okay? He's best girl if he was a girl, okay? Like, best deadpan. And then you have Hanako, which is the girl of the other couple that we're talking about. She's also into anime, manga, and yaoi, but she's a huge cosplayer. That's, like, her thing.
Stupid huge.
She cosplays as dudes because she does it well, and she's, like, a handsome dude when she cosplays. And then Kabakura, her boyfriend, is an otaku, but, like, it takes forever for them to tell you what his thing is. But then they're walking through a manga store, and Hirotaka's like, do you want this? And he looks back at him, he like swipes it out, and he's like, stop looking at me while I'm shopping. And it's like a bunch of lolicon fucking Yuri manga where little girls are like into each other and shit. Like, that's his thing, and he thinks it's the funniest thing in the world.
I do, because it's a super big, strong, buff guy who's punk-ass sort of character who's constantly pissing people off. And he's into cute little girl characters.
And this show is honestly just a story of all of them, like, getting along and
trying to figure out their fucking relationship is what it essentially is.
Yeah. They're just a fun group of friends. Like, I was telling him, like, I wish I had a group of friends like this.
You already do. The only difference is you don't have a girlfriend with it.
Yeah, maybe someday.
Hey, I'm in the same boat. Don't shoot it.
In fact, this is depressing. We talk about this too much. It comes up on our stream way too much. Can we stop and move on?
We should move on with our lives.
Anyways, the show is great. One of my favorite fucking comedy slice of life romance shows that I've watched. I feel like that was such a mouthful, but like in the past like couple years, like this and Surezure Children is like, that's it. Those are like the top 2 for me. They're my pinnacle of fucking like, because they're just funny. I love when comedy or romance involves comedy because I feel like that's what it really is. You can't have a good romance without good comedy.
Not really, no.
If you can't make the other person laugh, you shouldn't be together. That's all I'm saying, okay? That's all I'm saying. You gotta be able to make each other smile and laugh, and I fucking love this show. I want to let you finish, because there's more that I want to talk about, but I can't at the moment, because you're not quite done, so we'll bring this up next time.
You want to revisit this one later?
Yeah, because Nifuji's little brother, Naoya, now, he meets somebody.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, and it's funny as fuck. The show, like I said, it's only 11 episodes. There's not a whole lot left for you to watch, so you'll finish it soon, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, I'll probably finish it before tonight. So.
But we are going into winter 2019. Are you excited for the anime season?
Actually, I am. I'm very looking forward to finishing out my life reincarnated as a slime.
Yep. Picks back up, new episode tomorrow. Woo woo.
Sword Art Online.
It's going to continue. Yeah.
It's going to continue.
Mob Psycho 2's coming out next season.
Wait, Mob Psycho 2?
Yep. Did you not know that? I feel like we talked about that before. Yeah.
We might have mentioned it. But...
Yeah, the first episode's tomorrow.
Damn. Okay.
Speaking of, I'm going to show you this. The Rising of the Shield Hero first episode is out. We should watch it.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'll either watch it without you and we can talk about it later, or we can watch it when we're done with this. I don't know, but I'm super excited. Winter 2019 is starting, and I'm pretty stoked.
It's starting already?
Yeah, everything's starting this week.
I was told it wasn't supposed to start until last week.
Nope, it's this week, yeah. Shield Hero's already out. A couple episodes are coming out tomorrow, the new stuff. This, I thought, looked interesting, but it looks pretty It's called W's, or Wiz. I thought it was like Wiz, so I thought it was going to be like a wizard show. But it's about DJs, which, not huge on it.
Wait, what?
What else? What is this? Let's see if there's anything good that we can see.
All right, this one.
This one is called The Cost of Smiles or The Price of Smiles. The name doesn't catch me. Let's just start there. It's already rated just a 6.10. And there's only one episode out already, which is not a good sign. On a planet far from Earth, there's a kingdom full of smiling faces. Princess Yuki is 12 years old and about to end... Okay, this is going to be some lolicon shit. We're just going to move on. This show sounds interesting. It's the Promised Neverland. At Gracefield House, life couldn't be happier for the orphans. Though they have no parents, together with the other kids and a kind of mama who cares for them, they form one big happy family. No child is ever overlooked, especially since they're all adopted by the age of 12. Their daily lives involve rigorous tests, but afterwards they're allowed to play outside. There's only one rule that they must obey. Do not leave the orphanage. Sounds like a mystery, like horror kind of show, and I'm kind of excited to watch it.
Interesting.
There's not a lot coming out this season, I'll be honest, that I've heard about.
The next season of JoJo.
More Black Clover's continuing. Date Alive 3, which I could not give two shits about, but I'm going to watch anyway.
Say the first and the second one weren't all that great?
No, they're so average, but I'm going to watch it because I've watched the first two. It's like watching... I can't even say like watching DxD, because I liked DxD, okay? But this is just like... What did I give the prior one? Hold on. Oh, they made a movie? Ugh. Okay, Date Alive 2. What did I give it? I gave it a 5. These shows, okay, so have you watched any of these?
No, I have not.
The concept, these super-powered alien-type chicks, I don't remember, it's been forever, they're spirits, I'm sorry. These spirits show up and start wreaking havoc. His sister gets him into this, okay, because they need a guy to seduce the women to get them to calm down. They don't fuck or anything, but he's like, you're really pretty, and she's like, oh, really? And then stops blowing everything up. That is the whole concept of the show, and they must go on a date. Yeah. Yeah, that's the whole concept of the show. So I have like pretty much no desire to really watch it. All right, this one's called Domestic Girlfriend.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's another one this season. Okay, let's see what we got here. Drama, romance, school, and shonen. All right.
In love with his teacher. Oh, this is gonna be great.
Attempting to forget his feelings towards her, Natsuo goes to a mixer with his classmates where he meets an odd girl named Rui Tachibana. In a strange turn of events, Rui asks Natsuo... to sneak out with her and do her a favor. To his surprise, their destination is Rui's house, and her request is for him to have sex with her. Okay, hold on.
Wait,
Can we take 2 seconds? What?
Wait, what? Huh?
Okay, there's no love behind the act. She just wants to learn from the experience. Thinking that it might help him forget about Hina, Natsuo hesitantly agrees. After this unusual encounter, Natsuo now faces a problem. With his father remarrying, he ends up with a new pair of stepsisters. Oh no. You know where this is going, right?
Oh.
He knows these two girls all too well. He soon finds out his new siblings are none other than Hina and Rui, now living with both the teacher he loves and the girl whom he had his first time. Natsuo finds himself in an unexpected love triangle as he climbs ever closer towards adulthood. What the fuck?
No! What?
You know what? Just because I think this is going to be fucking hilarious, plan to watch. I'm sorry. Like, you know what that sounds like? What's that show? Like Sisters Love or whatever? Or, do you know what I'm talking about? We talked about it on stream once, where there's like the two twin sisters that are in love with their stepbrother or whatever. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's exactly what that sounds like to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a whole bunch. That is a whole bunch.
That is fucking I'm sorry. I think it's hilarious. I knew where that was going, like, almost immediately. Although I will say it was, like, turn after turn, but you knew where it was going to end, right? Like, there was no, like, I wonder what this is about. You knew what was happening the whole time. Mob Psycho 200, cool. Or 102.
Is there anything else coming out this season you're even remotely interested in watching?
The only thing I had planned on was the Shield Hero one. What is this one? Okay, this one is a Madhouse film, which is do you enjoy Madhouse? Do you know who they are? Madhouse do stuff. Yeah, they do fucking awesome animation, so I'm excited.
I enjoy
so this is a psychological mystery horror called Boogiepop Never Laughs. Okay. There's an urban legend that tells of a Shinigami, a Death Reaper, that can release people from the pain they are suffering. This angel of death has a name, Boogiepop. What a horrible name, by the way. And the legends are true. Boogiepop is real. When a rash of disappearances involving female students breaks out in Shinyo Academy, the police and faculty assume they just have a bunch of runaways on their hands. Yet some students know better. Something mysterious and foul is afoot. Is it Boogiepop or something even more sinister? I'll give it a shot. Doesn't sound terrible.
Other than the freaking Shinigami's name, it doesn't sound like a bad concept.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely give it a shot.
Oh my gosh, though.
This is gonna be so fucking ridiculous, bro. Hold on.
First episode out yet?
No, not yet. But there are videos for like the previews. So this is after they do the do. I don't know if you guys can hear that on stream. I don't know if there's even any audio to this. Sorry. Okay, that showed literally nothing. I'm just curious. This is...
Pretty sure this is how many things start.
Yeah, so this is the night of the mixer or whatever. Hold on, did we see the teacher's face? No.
Yep, there she was.
There. How awkward of a life would you be living if that happened, bro? Be real. Could you imagine? Let's just start with, could you even imagine? I understand. So for the uninformed, I'm going to spill some of your secret beans here. But my man here has been saving himself for marriage. Props to you, because I couldn't do it. You know, I've been 22 years old, and I can't. That's not for me. But, so I know you can't imagine, like, just sleeping with random people. I understand that. But could you imagine, like, could you even attempt to imagine this? Like, oh, like, let's say you were 18 and you just said, fuck it, you know, one of these nights, and you just did it. And then the next week, your dad got remarried, and then that chick became your sister.
On top of the fact
that the teacher that you've been crushing on is also now your sister. Like, dear God. All right. Kaguya-sama, Love is War. What is with... Okay, I feel like this is going to be a really shit pan year of anime. This past year was awesome. There was a lot of really good shit. But this shit just... I'm not even... Okay. This is... what do we have for... Okay. Comedy, psychological, romance, school, and seinen. I forget what that means.
Adult anime.
Is it?
Yeah. It's something like that.
Seinen? I can't...
It's an adult genre. It basically means there's going to be a lot of adult themes in it.
Yeah, but the first thing is One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Japanese.
There's a dude getting his eyeball ripped out in like the first 2 episodes.
The Elf and Lied one made sense to me. It means youth.
Youth?
Yeah. So it means younger characters, I guess.
I don't know. I was always told it meant adult.
Well, you were wrong. Or Google Translate's wrong, which is probably the more likely situation. Okay. Considered a genius due to having the highest grades in the country, Miyuki, Shirogane leads the prestigious I'm not going to pronounce that, whatever academy student as its president. Working alongside the beautiful and wealthy vice president, Kaguya Shinomiya, the two are often regarded as the perfect couple by students, despite them not having any sort of romantic relationship. However, the truth is that after spending much time together, the two have developed feelings for one another. Unfortunately, neither is willing to confess, as doing so would be a sign of weakness. With their pride as elite students on the line, oh god, I don't have a desire to watch this. If I hear good things, I'll go watch it, but I don't have a desire. Kakiguri XX, don't watch it. The first season was so fucking bad. I gave it a 4. How did it get a 7.5? It's the worst gambling anime ever. Have you watched it?
No.
Okay, what makes a gamble fun? Okay,
It's risk.
Risk, right?
Yeah, risk and reward.
You watch the first episode and you're like, oh, the main character can't lose. Period. She can't. She doesn't. There's one time where they're like, oh, the risk is that you can lose an eyeball doing this. And she's like, okay, and then nobody even loses an eyeball. At least, like, follow through with the bet. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I want to see some gore, but if you're going to make a bet, make the bet worthwhile and make the risk actually seem real. There was no real sense of, like, gambling in this show. It was just stupid games and how well the main character could, like, I knew it was going to happen the whole time. Garbage. I'm sorry. I would like you to watch the first season so you can understand what I'm talking about. For anybody who's watched Kakiguri, or if you want to just not watch it and save yourself the fucking time, watch Glass Reflections review of it, because it's perfect. I'm not always a huge Arcana fan. I like some of his reviews, but that one is like as true as it gets. I could not stand Kakiguri. If you liked it, power to you, but it's not for me. All right, let's see. Anything else looking good here? Dororo. This is action-adventure, demons, historical, shonen, and supernatural. Samurai Lord has bartered his newborn... Oh, wow, okay, hold on. That got deep real fast. Let me restart. A samurai lord has bartered away his newborn son's organs to 48 demons in exchange for dominance on the battlefield. Yet the abandoned infant survives thanks to a medicine man who equips him with primitive prosthetics, lethal ones with which the wronged son will use to hunt down the multitude of demons to reclaim his body one piece at a time. Before confronting his father, on his journey, his young hero encounters an orphan who claims to be the greatest thief in Japan. This sounds cool as fuck, actually. What the hell?
When does this start?
Tuesday.
Damn!
No, tomorrow. Sorry. I kind of want to watch this. Dororo.
This sounds awesome. What the hell?
This season is a shit show. Somebody in chat's talking about that right now for the podcast listeners. Like this, a lot of the shit this season is just really lackluster, and I'm very disappointed in it. But
this one,
Dororo, whatever, that sounded really cool. Okay, harem, comedy, romance, school shonen. I'm not immediately going to pass it off because it's a harem.
But it sounds pretty basic.
We'll see. What is it called? The 5 Wedded Brides. Oh my god!
Wait, what? Okay, hold on. A
Right,
high school romantic comedy with 5 times the cute girls. A high school boy must work part-time to help 5 sisters study so they can graduate. But the only thing these quintuplets have in common is that they all hate studying. 5 girls who want to do anything but study. Their tutor, a high school boy who's got book smarts and not much else. Futaro Usegi took the tutoring gig because he was desperate for cash, but when his students, the 5 beautiful daughters of a wealthy businessman, find 5 times the excuses to slack off, what can he do? At this rate, the sisters won't graduate. So if he wants to get paid, Futaro must think of a plan to suit each of them, which feels hopeless when 5 out of 5 of them think he's a loser.
I'll give it a shot. I don't think I'm going to like it, but I'll give it a shot. The person in chat said the same thing. I was thinking in my head. It's a really sad season when Data Live 3 is one of the biggest announcements. Because I just told you how bad that show is, right? Yeah. I don't think you have to watch it to understand how not good it is.
Yeah.
It's bearable, but it's not good by any means. Like, here is like going into 2019 winter anime. Let me break down what I've been looking forward to now the most out of everything we've just listed, because there's a couple of things that I'm like definitely interested in. Okay. Fuck. I wish I could like sort this by what I was just looking at. The Boogiepop Never Laughs sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
I want to give that one a shot. The Rising of the Shield Hero sounds
definitely
exciting.
Yeah.
Let me just use the My Anime List homepage. It'll probably be easier to figure this out.
Probably. Considering the fact it's all
continuing seasons from last. I don't even count these, right? Like Slime and Sword Art. Don't even count those because I feel like those are fall shows.
Yeah,
but they carry into winter. But it's not like, ooh, hype show coming out. It's already out, so it's not the same. So Boogiepop, Shield Hero, Mob Psycho 2, of course.
It's about what, 2 years since the last one?
I think so, but it's Mob Psycho. The shit's fucking hype. It's enjoyable. It's fun. It's fucking Mob Psycho. It's a good time.
Oh yeah.
This Orphan one, the Neverland thing, sounds pretty fucking exciting.
It sounds interesting.
The Promised Neverland, it sounds interesting. We'll give it a shot.
I'm continuing Black Butler from last year, so.
Oh, Black Butler or Black Clover?
Black Clover.
I was going to say what? But Black Clover, yeah. Black Clover I've heard is getting better.
I think that one was that spring or fall 2 years ago?
It's been carrying over for a while now.
Yeah, I was about to say we're on season 3 or 4 now.
It's all an ongoing show currently.
Oh, okay. But
how many episodes? They're on episode 64, so you can assume it's been out for 3 or 4 seasons.
Yeah.
So about a year.
So it was a fall anime?
Yeah. October 3rd, 2017 is its first airing.
Okay, so it's been 2 years now.
Little over a year.
A little over a year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 4 continuous seasons, yeah.
Yeah, a little over a year. Yeah. No, you're fine. So, sorry, back. I gotta like refresh my memory. I was just saying this. Yeah. The Promised Neverland, Mob Psycho 102, Boogiepop Never Laughs, The Rising of Shield Hero, and then that one we just read about, Dororo.
Yeah.
Dororo. Okay. Dororo. That's it. That's all I have in my hype list. I haven't heard about anything else. If some gems pop out, trust me, I'll watch them. But like the rest of the stuff just seems I think. Hold on, where'd it go? This fucking thing, The Domestic Love, is going to be hilarious. Not because it's a good comedy, but because it's so bad I'm going to find it hilarious. So I'm going to give it a chance.
You do that, man. I think I'm going to stay off that one personally. I don't really want to deal with it.
You know what I want to see if there's any more news on real quick since we're on the subject.
Of strange anime?
No. I want to see if they have any announcements on the movie coming out.
Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai.
Yeah, I'm waiting because they've announced the movie. I'm still waiting to see if there's any information on it.
Any information. It
just says 2019. That's all it says yet.
So we have not been given official dates.
No, not yet.
No official dates yet?
Nope. Not that I see.
Well, then that means it's probably just going to be within this year, so expect it by December?
I think we'll get it by summer. I'm hoping by summer.
You do realize the theater is going to be packed beyond belief. You know this, right?
Not here. It's not that. I don't think it's that big. It's not Dragon Ball Broly big. It's not. It's not that big. It's awesome, but it's not that big.
Yeah. Oh well. But I do like how they're bringing Brawly into the main canon now.
According to somebody in chat, they did confirm early summer.
Damn.
I'm excited. I fucking loved this show, dude. It's so much fun.
You'll enjoy it, my friend.
I loved it. Okay, so what are you looking forward to coming into winter 2019? We'll kind of probably end it there and just kind of...
Me, we've already talked about what I'm eager for. We've already talked about Slime.
Yep, but that's a continuation.
Yes.
What new shows are you excited for?
New shows... the only one I've heard anything really about is the Shield Hero one, and that's from you.
Yeah.
And then...
going through what we've looked at, anything pop out to you in particular?
Oh, definitely the Dororo.
Yeah, it just seems cool. Like, it's a cool concept.
That sounds like
it might be garbage, but it's a
okay.
really cool concept. I'd be super down to watch it. It kind of reminds me of Chika. Thinking about it, going to reclaim body parts kind of thing. We'll see. But 28 Demons, I'm excited.
Yeah, definitely.
There's the Boogiepop. There's this DJ one, which you can read about if you want. But to me, when I read it, I was just like, eh.
The Mob Psychos, even though it technically is a continuation.
But it's not an ongoing show, right? Because that's my thing. I'm saying, like, Mob Psycho, we've had a break. We've finished a season. But, like, Black Clover hasn't stopped. Yeah, Slime hasn't stopped. No. Sword Art hasn't stopped. So it's just kind of like, it's picking up a new season. So I think that counts.
They did stop for a while. For like 2 years, you didn't hear anything about Sword Art.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, this season, Allisonization started in fall. It's carrying over into winter. That's what I'm talking about.
Now it's officially a carryover.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
So your individual shows, Mob Psycho.
Sword Hero.
Yep. Shield Hero. Yep.
Dororo.
Okay.
And
I'm really gonna watch this. I feel like this is gonna be this might be the hidden gem of the season, bro.
Might be the hidden gem.
The domestic love might be the hidden gem of the season. We'll find out. Or domestic girlfriend.
That's really the only three I'm really looking forward to right now, unless they all of a sudden start. Unless they announce like for the summer 2019 shows like Goblin Slayer season 2.
I think it'll be a while before we get another adaptation of Goblin Slayer.
Probably.
I think it was popular enough, but I think the first episode got enough flack that it'll be a little while. Does that make sense?
They might let it sit for a while in a box until people calm their shit.
No, I haven't looked at the movies. Somebody in chat said to look at the movies. I'm just using my anime list. Is there a website or somewhere I can look to see if there's any, like, what's coming out movie-wise? Let's see what I can see. Hold on. Fall... Or no, we're in winter, sorry. Winter 2019 anime movies. Let's see what we got. Boku no Hero, the movie. We knew that came out. This just came out. The new Seven Deadly Sins movie. Which, interesting. Ooh! That's right! The Don Machi movie comes out this month. In February.
Is it wrong to pick up chicks in a dungeon?
I'm excited for that one.
In my personal opinion, no. It is.
I'm excited for this. I actually don't even know what the movie is about, but I'm super excited for it.
Oh shit, there's the Bungo Stray Dogs movie coming out.
Yeah. I was about to read up on that to see if there's any like information. It's already out. Apparently.
Is already out?
Yeah, by Studio Bones, it's already out.
Damn. Oh, I'm gonna have to watch that. Oh yeah, and oh shit, dude, there's the new Code Geass movie coming out.
Yeah?
February 9th, 2019.
I don't know if I'm ready for that. To be like totally honest.
And Heaven's Feel Part 2 is apparently coming out.
Where? What?
Fate Stay Night.
I've not watched any of the Fate Stay Night movies. So listen. I've shown you the Gygook video where he's like, the intro to the fucking Fate Stay Night series. You know how complicated it is to even try to get into it? It's too much. It's too much.
I said fuck it and started where I wanted.
It's too much. So, okay, movies. I want to go find out about the Bungo Stray Dogs movie because I fucking loved this anime.
Oh, God, it was gorgeous.
It was awesome. It was a really fun story. Fun. Yeah. Don Machi, I'm excited for. It's, a month away?
Yeah.
Seven Deadly Sins, I'll probably watch it when it comes out.
I've enjoyed it, so I'll probably go watch it.
Yeah. I want to watch the Boku movie. I know it's been out for a little while. Oh, they're doing another one?
February 13, 2019? Or is that the DVD release?
No, this is definitely a DVD release, because this has been out.
Yeah, I was supposed to...
Because this is the one where they go to the Silence Island.
Yeah,
with All Might's Past. Yeah, okay, so this one's been out. But Code Geass movie, I'll watch when it comes out. I don't know how hyped I am, because I feel like it's just been so long.
It really has.
Because of how long it has been since I've watched Code Geass. I want to watch this Dragon Ball Super Broly movie because it's Dragon Ball. Bungo Stray Dogs is on my list. Don Machi. Then there's a lot of shit coming out. Excuse me? Did you ever watch K?
Yes.
They're doing the backstory of each one of the kings.
Oh,
I think.
damn.
The 7 series. This sounds interesting. I'm down for it.
That definitely sounds interesting.
Psycho-Pass movies. Made in Abyss movie.
That's movie 2.
Is there one out already?
There might be.
Let's find out. 1, 2. Didn't we look at this earlier?
I think we did, but
and I think we I don't know. Maybe we were stupid. Hold on. Made in Abyss. Sequel. Oh, it's a summary. Is it like a synopsis of stuff that's happened as a movie? It's out already, the first one, Journey's Dawn, and then they're doing a second one. It says summary on my anime list. I wonder what that means.
It might be like the first Sword Art Online movie where it goes back over the major events.
A little more detail or something? Or
yeah, and then it throws in a couple of stuff that wasn't there before.
Interesting. So the first one's already out for the Made in Abyss movies. There's 2 of them, and they're listed as summary on my anime list. The second one comes out the 18th of January of this month. So I think we'll have to give the first one a shot to see what it's actually about, and then learn and figure out what the fuck's going on. There's no listed time on this, so I wonder. We'll have to figure out if we can find a copy of it somewhere. Man, let me save this page, because holy shit.
There's a lot on here.
Media. Anything...
It's jumping out at me? Ooh, shit. Psycho-Pass.
Yeah, hold on.
The Psycho-Pass movie. Definitely.
This we'll see, maybe. Let me see if I can find this on my anime list.
And then
it's a drama romance. I couldn't even pronounce its name because it's just I can, but it's just a lot. The synopsis though: Shin has shut his heart ever since his mother died when he was young. His childhood friend has been looking after him since then. Now they're in the 3rd year of high school, and it seems like they can finally move forward. Another Shin from Japan has suddenly appeared in front of them. I don't know. It's something. I'm trying to see if there's like unique movies rather than like adaptation movies. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I look it up and there is nothing. It's all Fate Stay Night stuff. Interesting. Maybe I'll find it later.
Okay.
Kimi no Suizo wa Tabite. Where? Let me see if you see it somewhere. Hold on. Yojo Senki, no. Godzilla. Yeah, they're doing all of them. I'm really excited for this. This is going to be cool. The K7 stories.
Oh, yeah.
This is the Greens. Interesting.
Da, 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 da.
All right, let me Google the name you just typed in chat. Kimi no Suizo wo Tabetai. Let me eat your pancreas. What? What?
I don't know. I don't know.
Hold on. I need like 2 seconds to breathe after reading it.
I want to eat your pancreas.
Okay, springtime in April and the last of cherry blossoms are still in bloom. The usually aloof bookworm with no interest in others comes across a book in a hospital waiting room. Handwritten on the cover the words, living with dying. He soon discovers that it is a diary kept by his very popular and genuinely cheerful classmate, Sakura Yamauchi. who reveals to him that she is secretly suffering from pancreatic illness and only has a limited time left. It is at this moment that she gains just one more person to share her secret. Trying to maintain a normal life as much as possible, Sakura is determined to live her life to the fullest until the very last day. As her free spirit and unpredictable actions throw him for a loop, his heart begins to gradually change. I take it he gives her a pancreas. Okay, I will watch this, but goddamn, the name did not interest me. It's rated pretty high.
I want to eat your pancreas.
That was just a shock to read, I think, is more so what just happened to us.
At first, I thought this was going to be some sort of zombie thing.
No, that's definitely not what we got.
Oh, gosh.
All right, well, I think that's a great place to end the podcast. Thanks for joining us for episode 11 of the Getsuga Talk Show. If there's some audio issues, I apologize. I've been having internet issues, and I'm taking everything straight from the live stream. That all being said, hope you guys had a great one. Let us know what you guys are looking forward to in winter 2019. I'm excited for a couple of these shows, but most of them look like garbage. Hopefully there's some gems hidden in the name of Domestic Girlfriend. I really think it's going to be shit. I'm hoping there's some hidden gems. We had Bunny Girl Senpai, okay?
Okay, hold on. That's sort of unfair. We have no idea what this season will be. True, there are some that look like absolute shit, but we could be surprised. I mean, when you first heard Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai...
I was like, nah, it's garbage. But, like, reading the synopsis of these, like, none of them sounded interesting. At least Bunny Girl Senpai, like, when you read it, you're like, there's, like, some mystery aspect to this. The domestic girlfriend, he fucked a girl, and then he becomes... what?
The stepbrother to them both?
No. This season is going to be trash. It's going to be a dumpster fire. There's going to be, like, 3 okay shows that come out of it. But, like, to be fair, you're coming up after one of the best seasons of anime. Fall 2018 was probably one of the best seasons of anime we've ever had. There were so many big name shows this season.
All right, I'll give you that. I will give you that. But at the same time, doesn't a dumpster fire still keep you warm in the winter?
Shut the fuck up. That's the end of the podcast. Catch you guys later.
Have a nice one, guys.
Take